The fellowship created a lot of opportunities to network and brainstorm with people from different disciplines. And I would say that that's probably the most valuable aspect of it. But there are a whole plethora of other perspectives that we need to consider. And we're not the expert on everything. We're the expert on health. Someone else is the expert on management. Someone else is the expert on planning. And I think when we all come together and bring our talents, it really strengthens our communities.
My walls kind of drop down a bit, and I'm much more open to alternative perspectives than maybe I was at the very beginning, where I thought this was a forestry problem and a forestry solution, and foresters and land managers kind of own the outcome with everyone else kind of in tow, and that's, definitely not true.
I think the most impactful thing for me was to have the opportunity to learn from the experts in the field, because sometimes this is a topic that seems like a far away, and just to have the opportunity to have this cohort where the World Forestry Center bring that expertise to the table, that's very meaningful for me.
The way we would talk about wildfire usually would come up just when we are experiencing wildfire events, and it feels very acute. And then once literally the smoke dissipates, I think the attention dissipates, and I think the fellowship has kept it on top of my mind, just the nature of the programming, but also hearing from the other fellows about their experience and in managing. It made me realize it's really much more present, and the environmental, social, economic, and policy issues or factors really are ever present, whether there's an active fire or not.
I think the wildfire problem, as I understood it before I started the fellowship, was we have increasingly destructive wildfires that threaten communities. And I think that is still true, but now at the end of the fellowship, I think for wildfires, how do we get more beneficial acres burned in a way that's true and natural for Western fire-adapted ecosystems without threatening the communities that are now living within them?
I've really enjoyed the opportunity of being outside. The site visit we did in Medford last year was fascinating to hear from the forest managers or trainees about their experiences. That was a lot of fun.
I found the fellowship to be about healing and dedication. It was very inspiring to see the different speakers and presenters and their passion for their work. It all comes down to healing the land, going back to ancient practices that have proven to be the best way to manage the lands.
In order to move the social needle on wildfire, I know we need more people involved, and we need to meet them where they are.
Part of the value of the fellowship here has been community building and establishing the rapport in those relationships. And, I've beaten my head against the wall working, regionally with other utilities and trying to wonder how can we better solve some of these issues together. And I think I'm just more equipped to take on that challenge now than I was when we started. And I think I'm in a much better spot, emotionally, mentally, from a knowledge perspective, and my personal perspectives have just been opened up wider by the fellowship. And so I think I'm going to be able to find a lot more success in that space.